Hello there, YouTube. Sorry it's been a while. Today we're going to be talking about how I programmed the drums for my cover of The Way by Morbids and Multipliers. Now, I covered the song starting late 2020, shortly after I moved to my first apartment. I made a song in a closet with nothing but an iPhone and GarageBand on said iPhone, and a lot of these. And then later when I got some money in my pocket, I bought one of these. This is what I used to tap out the drums for The Way, and it was a substantial improvement from just tapping the screen on my iPhone. I mean, it definitely sounded better. Let's see if I remember. Yeah. See, it's a little hard. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on the recording and trying to do the drum pattern at the same time, but in case you're wondering, this is how you play The Way on one of these Akai MPK minis. I got this particular one off of Sweetwater. Highly recommend them. Not sponsored. Highly recommend them. That's where I get all my stuff. But anyway, this is the pattern. And I can't do it slow. I can't I can't do it fast. I can't do it slow. Now, if you listen to the actual cover I made, the drums were pretty sloppy because I tapped them all out. I did tap them all out. I spent forever trying to quantize and move little MIDI bits around to get it to sound right, but I just couldn't get it. It still sounds off. It still sounds pretty bad. Like, especially now, I'm a little more sober than I was back then, so I can hear it a little clearer now, and it just like, play with a click track. Like, GarageBand, Logic, whatever DAW you want to use should have a click track. So just see if I can even keep tempo. Let's see. Is that too slow? um, it sounded good when I did it earlier. I guess that's the wrong tempo. I thought it was 85 BPM. I really thought that's what I recorded it at. Then again, this was so long ago. I really don't remember what the tempo was. Don't remember what tempo I recorded at. But if you can't play to a click track, this next device is probably a wise investment. This little guy is, oh, wait a second. Gotta have it there. There we go. A Roland TR6S. I love this thing. This is one of my favorite purchases ever. Just one of my favorite devices ever. I've never had a drum machine, not even in software. Like, I toyed with the idea for a while of getting a software drum machine. Like, I know they have plugins. I know they sell plugins on various websites, but I wanted an actual little box. I wanted an actual little device. I just always found them interesting. I was looking at vintage ones, and the prices were absolutely ridiculous. And a lot of modern ones are pretty expensive too. And like, I finally settled on this one. I got a nice deal on a demo unit from Sweetwater, and it served me well. It served me very, very well. I use it for friggin' everything. I mean, absolutely everything. Not even just drums, synth parts too. Like, 'cause it's not just a drum machine. It's what do they call it? It's something rhythm performer. That's what it was. They call it a rhythm performer, and it's a great little piece of kit. It's a great little device. It's got all kinds of knobs and buttons, and it's got every Roland sound under the sun. So I mean, like, you're gonna be set on sounds, and the best part is it has a where is it? Ah, yeah. It's got a little SD card slot. You got your MIDI in and out, and you got direct jacks in case you want to hook it up to your monitors. It's also got a headphone jack, which is pretty handy if you would want to play it late at night and not disturb the missus. But I wish I had bought one of these sooner. I really do wish I had bought one of these sooner. It just made things so much easier, and I mean, it keeps tempo because it's a freaking computer. It's a freaking little robot. It's a drum robot, and it was a game changer. I wish I had just saved my money instead of buying microphones and other miscellaneous bullcrap I didn't need. I wish I had bought one of these when I was recording Put. Anyway, enough. I'll show you the basic pattern. Let's see. I'll start with the bass drum. It was. Is that right? Hold on. Oh no, that's a hi-hat. Hold on. All right, shows what I know. Lesson learned. Actually practice what you're doing before you start recording, so you don't make embarrassing mistakes. Tempo set at 170, by the way, so it's a pretty fast song. Anyway, so here's the bass pattern. Start with bass drum. You got and the last bass drum note should kind of bleed over and give you that doo-doo. I don't know why it's cutting out like that. That's weird. Anyway, snare drums, closed hi-hat. And then when I was tapping the patterns, I added splashes. I added splashes like, which I'll show you in a second. I'll show you the original project file in just a second. I'm just going to keep messing with my drum machine for a minute. All right, so here's the original project file in GarageBand. Well, not the original. That was on my phone back in the day. This is after I exported everything. I put it onto my computer and just started dicking around with it. I initially had just the raw recordings for the guitar and the bass down here. These were actually recorded with the iPhone microphone in a closet. These were all recorded with DI with my my Focusrite Scarlett 212. And these are the drums. These are all 4 drum tracks that I decided to use. 2 boutique 808s. One of them is just the cymbal. Can you hear that? Yeah, like that. Isn't that nice? And the meat and potatoes are the neon. It has a really nice kind of slappy snare. Let's see if you can hear that. Oh, is it muted? Why is it not playing? Okay, why is it not playing? That's weird. But yeah, 4 separate tracks, all panned hard left. I don't recommend hard panning. That's what they used to do in vintage recordings. That's what they used to do in like the early days of 4-track recording. If you listen to a lot of like Beatles stuff, early Beatles stuff, like after the remasters and stuff, you can hear how drums were like kind of on the left side, like a guitar was over here, John and Paul were on different sides. Like, I don't recommend hard panning at all, but I didn't know at the time. A lot of this track was made when I really didn't know much of anything. I really didn't know how to use GarageBand. And this whole thing was a learning experience. I learned a lot of very important things. For one thing, use a metronome, use a click track, because if you listen, the drums are out of time. And this is after quantization. This is after hours and hours of rearranging MIDI. As you can hear, like, there's a lot of reverb, there's a lot of modulation effects. when you're recording, don't add any effects until you have everything, absolutely everything recorded. Because if you look at my, look at this, yeah, you can see there's a lot of different changes here and a lot of this automation. And it's not exactly clean, you know. It's not. This is not a pretty project. As you can see, the drums are all chopped and screwed. Like some of them are kind of out of time. Like even after carefully combing and going through and transposing and quantizing, and after all that, it's still out of time. So if you can, just record to a click track and stick to that click track. The click track will save your life. The click track makes or breaks your recording. I know that now, and I wish I had known that back then. But, yeah, this is just a look at how I did things, and if there are any other questions or any other comments or concerns, just let me know, leave them down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.